Hello, folks, my family. This is your Rebee Sensei Al Bob. I was at the library and they were having a library thon, and they had people doing face paintings and all kinds of fun things. So I had them paint my face. I asked them to make me look like a extraterrestrial, but I think they made me look like a rabbi. Like my rabbi look. What do you think? Anyway, I just wanted to give you the heads up tonight at 7:30. Going to do another story, and it's going to be about forgiveness. It's going to be about listening. So I was at the library, and this is the library that back when I was really sick, I used to go to because I could get coffee and a breakfast sandwich for about $2.50. It's going up by about $1 since then. And all the old timers I used to hang out with, most of them are dead. There were still a few. So I was hanging with them. And then the crowd started forming for that. And so I took part, and it was fun. And I read a lot of people's palms because that's what I do. And, if you were to take a shot of your palm, the hand you write with, and you hold it up this way, I would read it for you. Send it to my Gmail account, the Dude Awake 42 at Gmail. I'm pretty sure you can send me images. Anyway, and if you did it like next to your face, then I'd really be able to give you a good reading. So 7:30 tonight. Be there, be square. And what else can I say? The one thing I wanted to speak to just for a moment was how people talk about, what's wrong with this? You know what we got to do? We can't let any more people in this country. It's getting too, all of that. No. We have to view ourselves as all our relations. And so I try to give all our relations, and that, Mexicans are better neighbors than you'd ever. I mean, they put more money into our economy. They do jobs that nobody wants to do. I mean, when you look at the influx of Hispanic folk from Central Mexico, Central and South America, they are more of a plus than a negative, right? I mean, really. And pretty much every group that has ever emigrated, who are immigrants, did that, meaning they became great Americans. And if you know any Hispanic folk, you realize what great Americans they are. There are a lot of Hispanic folk in your kids' classes, and they aren't like MS-13. The majority of them are like, good athletes, striving students, kind and considerate people. And that's how we have to view it, because there is this hidden hand that owns the Democratic and Republican Party. And those two parties are just two wings of the same corporate bird. We have the best legislators money can buy. That little thing that was passed by the Supreme Court that said, oh no, corporations have the right to express their, First Amendment rights by spending as much money to get whoever they want elected. And they don't have to tell anybody. They don't have to put their name on a list or say how much money they gave. They can just spend billions. And of course, the elements or the horns of the media love it because they make money. So that's the kind of stories I'm going to tell. Not so much about immigrants per se, but that people are better than what other people think they are. And that when you give people, so I was doing the eyebrow thing, if they do the, all you can do, you can't. So anyway, I was talking to all these people, and they were all talking smack about, oh, we need to get rid of this, and oh, this political, and blah, 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 blah. And all I could do I couldn't try to change their minds. That was never going to happen. But I could lead by example and being loving and expressing love. And they said, well, that's all good. And, you can do that, Al, but, we had to pay our bills and blah, blah, blah. And this is the real world. In reality, it's not. This is the illusionary world. And they have to just learn how to suspend their disbelief. We view everything through our senses, and our senses only can identify 0.005% of the universe. The other 99.0095% of the universe we can't perceive. So how can we think we know anything? The one thing I know is I know nothing. So I'm going to tell lots of stories that are like the Crone story and the Madame Olga Kluver story and my art experience stories and my travel stories that deal with people being their better selves rather than their not so better self. So you got that? Okay. So there's nobody there. I guess it's too early. So 7:30 p.m. I'm going to do a live chat. Okay? Down by the fire. Okay, guys, I love you all. See you then. 7:30 p.m. today, Saturday. Okay? Okay.